Hi all, how you doing? I thought I would teach you Roman Keycard Blackwood, okay? So this is a very simple variation of it. Um, there are more complicated things, there's more to it than this. Okay, but on the whole, for most of you, this will suffice, okay? So let's get on with it. Now, after we've agreed a suit, we can use Roman Keycard Blackwood, and that's the 4-no trump bid, to find more information about the keycards. Now, the key cards in Roman Keycard Blackwood, okay, are the four aces, the king of trumps, and also the queen of trumps. And also the three other kings are also important cards. Now, Blackwood is just too simple at times to be that useful a system. So let's assume we've agreed spades, and one player has bid 4-no trumps, which is Roman Keycard Blackwood. Now, responses then to 4-no trumps. So we're going to put this number here in brackets, 1430. Now that's to help you remember the responses. You can actually play it a second way, but again, I'm going to keep this simple and stick to this. This is what I play, and this is what I'm going to say the modern method of playing Roman Keycard Blackwood is, okay? Okay, so the key cards for the first ask are the four aces, the king of trumps, and the queen of trumps. So when you respond, five clubs shows one or four key cards, and you can see that that's the first two numbers in this. Okay, and that sort of helps you remember. So this 14 here refers to this first bid of five clubs. Five diamonds shows 0 or 3 key cards. Okay, and that refers to this 30 element here. Okay, so when you're asking somebody what kind of Roman keycard Blackwood you play, if you say you're playing Roman keycard Blackwood 1430, then this is the variation that you're playing. And five hearts now shows two key cards. Okay, so the first three bids deal with only include these five key cards. Okay, so that's the four aces and the king of spades. And then the last bid, okay, in this simple variation of Roman keycard Blackwood, shows two key cards and the trump queen. Okay, so that's the difference here. When you bid five spades, it shows the trump queen and two of these five key cards. All right, so let's have a look at some examples then. Partner here opens a spade. Now, I know you got a 21 count, but what can you open here? You can't really open two no trumps. You could potentially open two clubs. But a lot of time when you've got a two-suited hand, it's also it's quite often worthwhile opening one spade rather than opening two clubs. Okay, so here we're going to open one spade, and it also helps with this example. East here bids three spades, showing 10 to 12 points. So basically just a limit raise. Okay, so you've agreed spades, one spade, three spades. Clearly that agrees spades. So West now decides to bid 4-no trumps, thinking, well, if you've got the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds, that's going to be very nice. Okay, so East responds five diamonds. Okay, so remember that 1430. Yeah, so 14 would refer to five clubs. The five diamonds refers to the 30 bit. Okay, so here with the East cards, you've got no aces and you don't have the king of trumps. So you're going to respond five diamonds. And now West knows that you must have zero key cards. Okay. You can't have three key cards because there's only two key cards left. Okay. The ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds. So West knows that when East responds five diamonds, they can't have any key cards. And so you would simply sign off in five spades. So the bidding should go one spade, three spades, 4-no trumps, five diamonds, not all three, five spades, partner. I know you've got zero. I'm not interested in a slam because they've got two aces off the top and we would go down in a slam. Okay. And you finish off in five spades. So let's look at another example. Again, one spade. Again, you've got a 10 count. So we're just going to make a limit raise of three spades. So we've agreed spades. We're going to bid 4 no trumps again. This time East responds 5 clubs. Okay, so if you remember our 1430, 5 clubs is the next bid after 4 no trumps, and that responds to the 14 bit, 1 or 4 key cards. Okay, so now we're showing 1 key card, in this case the ace of hearts. Now West doesn't know whether that 1 key card is the ace of hearts or the ace of diamonds. It could be either. But in this example, West would prefer it probably to be diamonds. That's probably going to make more sure of the contract, but the ace of hearts is just as good because remember the lead is going to come into them. And the fact is they've also got a few more points, and we could potentially also use the clubs to ditch some diamonds. We could also play, if we really are desperate, we can play a diamond to the king and hope South has got the ace of diamonds. Okay, so here East responds 5 clubs to our 4 no trumps Roman Keycard Blackwood. And West knows this is 1, so raises to 6, knowing that you're going to be missing 1. Okay, so you just decide after 5 clubs just to bid 6 spades. Okay, no need to look for anything else. You know you've got 1 loser, and you think you've only just got 1 loser. So you just go straight to 6 spades. Okay, let's look at another example here. 1 spade, 3 spades, again, a limit raise, 10 points. Okay, so we bid 4 no trumps again. This time we've got 2 key cards, all right? But we don't have the queen. Okay, so we just bid 5 hearts. So that shows 2 key cards without the queen of trumps. Now, obviously, West knows that East can't have the queen of trumps, okay, because they've got it in their hand. So that's a perfectly good response for them, showing the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds now. It shows 2 aces. Okay, it doesn't specifically show the ace of hearts and ace of diamonds, but the very fact that you've got the ace of spades, the king of spades, and the ace of clubs means that the 2 key cards must be the 2 red aces. So with this hand, after hearing the 5 hearts, we could bid 7 no. We could gamble and bid 7 no trumps. Okay, but here a safer contract would just be to bid 7 spades. Okay, 7 no trumps would be a bit of a gamble, a very big gamble, because you'd hope for the clubs to all come in, and you're not guaranteed that's going to happen. Whereas here you can rough some of the clubs, hopefully, okay, to make 7 spades. So 7 spades is probably a safer contract, a better contract than playing in 7 no trumps. Okay, 1 spade, 3 spades. Again, we're just sticking to these limit raises, okay, just to make it simple. All right. We bid 4 no trumps again with the West hand. And this time East responds 5 spades. All right, and that shows 2 key cards plus the queen of trumps. Okay, and that's what we needed. Those are the key cards that we were after, the 2 aces and the queen of trumps. Okay, and now asking about the trump queen. So let's have a look at that. So bidding the net suit up after asking for aces asks about the trump queen. So let's have a look then. So it goes 4 no trumps, 5 clubs, 5 diamonds. Okay, so how would you respond to this? Now, 5 hearts shows the queen. Okay, plus it also shows the king of hearts. Okay, so what we're assuming here is that we're in spades. We've agreed spades, so maybe it's gone whatever it's gone, 1 spade, 3 spades, 4 no trumps. We bid 5 clubs, partner bids 5 diamonds, okay? And that is the ask for the trump queen, okay? And 5 hearts would now show we've got the queen plus the king of hearts. 5 spades, so here you're just bidding the trump suit at the lowest level, says, I don't have the trump queen. So effectively, it's like a sign off. Now, your partner might carry on going after 5 diamonds. Sorry, after 5 clubs and 5 diamonds. But here, what we're saying is we don't have it. And sometimes this might be a way to stop the bidding. 5 no trumps. So here, what you're showing is you have the queen of trumps, but you don't have any kings. But you have some other stuff. Okay, so here, if we bid a suit, okay, and we're not going to bid the trump suit, we're showing the king in that suit, and the queen. So here, when we bid 5 no trumps, well, we're not bidding another suit, but we're going past 5 spades, i.e. the trump suit that we've agreed. We have some other stuff like queens, could be a useful queen or something like that. Again, 6 clubs shows the queen and the king of clubs. 6 diamonds shows the queen of trumps plus the king of diamonds. Okay. And 6 spades shows the queen, but nothing else. All right. So that's how you respond in that particular instance. Okay. So a slightly different one. So rather than going 4 no trumps, 5 clubs, again, let's agree with agreed spades. This time partners responded 5 diamonds. And again, we're using the next suit up, 5 hearts, to ask for the trump queen. So our responses are 5 spades, I don't have it. 5 no trump says, I have the queen, but I don't have any kings. 6 clubs says, I've got the queen, and I've also got the king of clubs. 6 diamonds says, I've got the queen, and I've got the king of diamonds. And then 6 hearts would show, I've got the queen, okay, and the king of hearts. And then 6 spades would just be a sign off showing the queen and nothing else. So all of these kind of plays here, 5 no trumps down to 6 hearts, are a kind of look for 7 potentially, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at some examples then. So we've agreed spades, okay, and then West decides to bid 4 no trumps. So however they've got there, they probably opened 2 clubs or something like that, okay, and found an agreement in spades and then bid 4 no trumps. So each responds 5 clubs, 1 or 4, okay. Now the thing is, by 1 or 4, we don't know whether they got the queen or not. So we've got the ace of diamonds, but now the important card is the queen of spades. Now 7 looks good if partner has the queen of spades. So you bid 5 diamonds, ask for the queen, and they bid 5 spades. Okay, so 5 spades says, I don't have it. If they did have it, they could bid something like 5 no trumps or 6 spades, anything else other than 5 spades. So the anything else would either show the queen of spades or the queen of spades plus something useful, okay, like a king or that kind of thing. So in this example, they just bid 5 spades, says, I don't have the queen of trumps. And then West will probably just sign off and play in 6 spades. Okay, so they were looking for 7 and decided to just sign off in 6 spades. Okay, so again, we've agreed spades. We bid 4 no trumps. This time we bid 5 diamonds, showing 0 or 3. Again, West is looking for 7 spades, decides to ask for the trump queen, okay, and bids 5 hearts, asking for the trump queen. 6 diamonds now shows queen of spades and the king of diamonds, okay, and that's perfect for us. We've got the queen of spades, we've got the king of diamonds, we've got all the fillers, okay, we can now bid 7 spades. So if you think about it, you can't do these kind of things just playing normal Blackwood. All right, what about asking for kings then? Bidding 5 no trumps is the king ask. So responses are 6 clubs shows 0 kings, 6 diamonds shows 1 king, 6 hearts shows 2 kings, 6 spades shows 3 kings. Okay. So let's look at some examples. After agreeing spades and finding out about aces, West bids, about finding about the key, aces, West bids 5 no trumps. So East responds 6 hearts. So after 5 no trumps, East bids 6 hearts. So now East has shown 2 aces, okay? So we've agreed spades, and now East has shown 2 aces, and now they're showing 2 kings, okay? So now we know there must be the 2 aces and the 2 red kings, okay? And now 7 no trumps looks a decent bet. Okay, so you've got ace, king of hearts to deal with your 5 and 6. You've got the ace, king of diamonds. Then you've got your queen of diamonds winner. You should have all the spade winners, okay, because partners agreed spades. And you've got ace, king, queen. So 7 no trumps now looks a decent contract. Again, we're going to bid 5 no trumps. East responds 6 clubs, 0, okay? So we've got 2 aces, but we've got 0 kings. So clearly this 2 of diamonds, we can't pitch it on the king of diamonds because partner doesn't have it. If partner bids 6 diamonds, okay, that would show 1 ace, sorry, 1 king, and that would obviously be the king of diamonds because we're only missing the king of diamonds. So here, West settles on 6 spades, knowing they're missing the king of diamonds, okay? So it's likely you're going to lose this trick, okay, to the opposition's king of diamonds. And that's it. So that is a simple variation, simple version of Roman Keycard Blackwood, okay? There's more to it than that, and there's different ways of playing it, okay? So all you got to remember is, are you playing 14-30 with your partner? And also, when you're asking for kings, ask them if it's just the quantity, okay? Because you can actually use cue bidding and things like that. But there's all sorts of different variations you can add into this. You know, you can ask for voids and things like that as well. So it can get pretty complicated. You know, you can also have some, you know, competitive bidding in there where you're using special bids as well. So that's sort of beyond this lesson. So I hope that's useful for you. So that's Roman Keycard Blackwood, a very simple variation. And I hope you find that useful. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.